my God, we're so excited here. We're having a lot of fun. Today is a beautiful day in Las Vegas, and you are here and manifesting your dreams. And if you've been with us before, you know we have an outstanding show for you. If you're here for the first time, we've been doing this every week. And basically, we want to inspire you to manifest your dreams, right? So we're gonna interview every week somebody that has some dreams, they went after them, they actually made them happen, and now they want to share that with you so you can get inspired too. We're doing that following as a blueprint, if you will, the book of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, where every week we cover one of the 17 principles that Napoleon Hill found out that are indispensable if you want to make things happen in your life. And one of them is the power of decision. And we are here with a lady who has applied that power all her life to make things happen. So Glen Alex right here, she is a published author. She has a master's degree. She actually has her own foundation. She's been helping hundreds, if not thousands of people with their health. An amazing human being, and I'm so excited.
Well, after
so
that
excited
intro.
that you're here with us, because you know what happens sometimes when you live a magnificent life is like you don't even realize it unless somebody tells you all the things you've done, and then you go like, is he talking about me?
I'm
Yes, because she is humble too. Okay, but if you live in Vegas, you met her before, you seen her in the show. She gets interviewed all the time. She has her own show. Okay, so you know how hard it was to get her to come and visit us today. It was like almost impossible, but we make it happen. So
well, thank you
welcome.
for your persistence. And
Welcome.
Thank you for
Persistence
having
is
me
key,
here.
right? Yes.
This
So
is
tell,
awesome.
tell our viewers a little bit about you, whatever you want to, so that way they get to know you. Because some people haven't met you yet.
Some people have not met me. Well, I was born.
There you go. That was a start, right?
That was
Where
the
was
start.
that? Where was that?
I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Grew up.
Beverly Hills?
No, I grew up about 5 miles west of the Coliseum, so I was inner city.
Okay.
And please don't say South Central because there's no such thing. That's a media misnomer.
All right.
Anyway, born and raised in Los Angeles. I'm the youngest of 10.
Oh, wow.
All of my siblings are crazy. I'm the only sane one. And just had a lot of wealth of experiences growing up watching the dynamics between people, my family, neighbors, and everything. So that kickstarted me on this path to health because I would watch people interact and I could tell what the healthy interactions were versus the unhealthy ones and how people would respond when they were being hurt with words. And so that kind of kickstarted my path to health, and that has led me into social work, into massage therapy, into a charity that promotes health, and into my book, Living in Total Health. And so now I'm on a tear to assist others in being as healthy as they can be.
That is fantastic. And I'm just going to do a quick plug of the book right here because you do want to have it, livingintotalhealth.com. You can go, those of you that are type A personality, you can't wait till later. You know where you can
Go
get
right
that book.
now.
That book is fantastic. It's very well done, very well written,
Thank you.
and a lot of value out of it. So, and this is what we like to share with you is somebody that actually is making a difference in their community, somebody that has overcome some challenges, has some dreams, some goals, made it happen. That way you can get inspired because we know you have dreams that you haven't really gone after lately, right? Maybe you had a dream, you said, this is what I'm going to make it happen, and then you went for it. Timing wasn't right, something happened, and now they're in the back burner, right?
Yeah.
So we want to reawaken those dreams. We want to inspire you with a real life example. We want to give you tips, strategies, so you can make that happen as well. So tell us now, 10 children. Now you have a lot of subjects to observe and explore, right? We're just 3, and I thought I had my hands full, But my mother comes from a family of 8, so I love Italian family. I love large families. I think right now is just like it's kind of like rare to meet anybody with 3 or 4 kids. So tell us a little bit about that. How what made you different from the other 9?
Well, that's a good question. I think part of it is I don't want to say I was born different. I was just a little more attuned to something other than my physical and immediate realities. I always had an awareness that things were not just as they seemed. And I totally feel blessed having that characteristic, and is also important in achieving any goal or reaching any dreams. Is you have to be connected with your higher self, your higher power, your intuition, if you will, and listen to it. And so I listened to that throughout my life, and even when my siblings presented something different, because you're always going to have people who want to keep you where you are just because they are more comfortable.
That's right.
And so you have to make that decision. Are you more interested in pleasing them or pursuing finding your calling and living into that? So it was a little bit of a struggle growing up. Well, a lot of a struggle.
It was a lot of a struggle, right?
It was a lot of a struggle because we were poor, grew up in a poor neighborhood, a lot of gangs and violence around us, and I was different. I saw it, I didn't engage in it. I didn't demean it, I didn't disrespect it, I just didn't participate in it. And so that kind of set me apart. And not to mention my mother was super protective of us, and the gangs were more afraid of her.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
Don't go to the house in the corner.
Right, and they were kind of hands off with us. Although, when I was away from her at school, and especially in high school, I still didn't engage in those activities or behaviors just because I knew there was more. And I wanted to find out what that more was, and I lived into that. And so, throughout time, I just attracted people or found people who supported that part of me. I was still able to communicate and get along with my family and friends and neighbors and things, but I still had that other part of me that I listened to.
That is fantastic. Yeah. And this is something that I have a background in psychology that I always really have in the back of my mind, right? Is that when I see people that against all odds, right, make things happen, right? It's like, is there something that innate in them? Right?
Right.
Or there's something that actually they went through that opened up their mind, that there was, or a combination of both. So it was something external that actually one moment when you were a kid, maybe somebody you met or something you saw or an idea maybe came to you, like I want to live a different life than what I've seen here. What would you say?
I think it's a combination. I think we're all born with intuition. We're all born with the ability to connect to universal consciousness, if you will, or God, if you will,
Absolutely.
whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
We're all born with that. Some of us just pay more attention to it than others. And so I was blessed to pay more attention to that part of me.
So there was a spiritual.
There was that spiritual connection, though I didn't know what that was at 5 years old.
Exactly. Sure.
And there were real experiences in my reality that said, hey, I do not want to live like that. So in watching those relationships where people were hurtful to each other, whether it was a romantic relationship, a sibling relationship, or a friendship, I remember saying at very specific times, I do not want to be like that. And I'm not.
That is fantastic.
So I made a decision.
That was a powerful decision,
yes.
Absolutely. And that's why this chapter to me is one of my favorites, just the chapter. And having you here makes it even more special. But when I talk to people about Think and Grow Rich, if they know about it, they say, oh yeah, Napoleon Hill took 20 years to interview the most successful people of the time, right? And then kind of distill what made them special. But the part that most people don't remember about the book, okay, is that he also interviewed people that were failures, okay. Right? And then he learned what those people were doing and said, well, don't do that, right? And actually there's a study that is mentioned in the book of 25,000 failures. Yes. This is not like 5 people. This is not my, Uncle Larry and, my neighbor. Just imagine 25,000 people that fail, wow. Right? And what they discovered, Napoleon Hill discovered a list of 31 factors, okay, that actually had to do something, right. In the reason that they failed. At the top of the list was lack of making decisions. In other words, procrastination, yes. Which is the opposite of making decisions. Yes. And what he found out is that people that fail, they take a long time to make a decision, right? Or they never decide, right? Or then after they make a decision, they change it very fast, right? And the people that are actually successful, they decide quickly once all the factors are there. In other words, if you don't know what you're going to be deciding about, you need to take the time to do your research, whatever, right? But then once the factors are there, they make a decision and they stick with it.
Yes.
versus just like saying, oh, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that, right? So I'm listening to you and I'm going like, oh yeah, she's, at a very young age, she was already making a decision.
I made a decision.
Isn't that fascinating?
That is fascinating.
And you know what I really like about it? Because I have a couple of questions for you, but
Okay.
we have to go into an intermission.
Okay.
It's like my brain is going like, this woman is fascinating. But see, this is the thing that inspires me, and it should inspire you if you're watching right now. How long does it take you to make a decision?
A split
Boom!
second.
It's just like that. Your life can change right now.
Yes.
So if you know somebody that should be listening to this, you want to tag them, okay? You want to invite them. Share this with other people, because it's not just about you, but the lives that we can change, and you can change today. You can make, actually, we want you during the show to make some decisions, things that you can take action. They don't have to be huge things.
No.
Sometimes it's a little decision that you make. Sometimes it's saying, no more,
Right.
that's it, right? I'm not going to tolerate that anymore. So you're going to make decisions, and you are going to manifest your dreams. If you want to stay connected with us, www.manifestingyourdreams.net. Just go over there, sign up as a VIP. We have a gift for you, a PDF file that you're going to enjoy. And we're going to be right back, Glenn. We're going to be right back with Glen Alex. She is amazing, and you are amazing too. So don't go anywhere. Stick around after the commercials.